Welcome to the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We're Sharon and Hank Yuloff from Yuloff Creative Marketing Solutions. When you are looking to solve those HR, sales, marketing challenges, we're the small business coaches that you call.
On this Viewcast, you will meet and learn from successful entrepreneurs who are out there making it happen right now.
Yep, especially our guest today. You are going to love them. Here's how it works. If you've watched other episodes, you know that everyone pretty much gets the same questions. Makes it kind of fun for us. There we go.
Here's the kicker. The interview itself will be just 7 minutes, 21 seconds long.
Why 7:21?
That's our wedding anniversary.
Yes, it is, and heaven forbid I forget. So, why don't we get started? Would you introduce our guest and ask the first question?
Absolutely. Our guest today is Taaj Marjanee of YummeBrand.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
And her mom, Sheila.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Hey.
I just always want to yummy, yummy, yummy. That's why we're going to go long, because I can't stop going yummy, yummy.
I don't know if you have a theme song, but Hank's ready to record. All right, Taj, keeping in mind we only have a 3-story building, what is your elevator story?
Okay, my elevator story is that I create black characters that resemble me, and they also have to be incorporated with them. So I remember growing up as a young girl that I did see faces, colored faces like mine, girls' faces that resembled my look. You know, round eyes, wide nose, full lips. So I thought it was great to come up with a coloring book that resembles girls that look like me.
There we go.
This is a perfect day, by the way, to be talking about this. On the day we're recording, it happens to be Coloring Book Day, but who knew?
Yeah.
National Coloring Book Day.
Yeah.
All right, Taj, so what is your business really all about beyond just your elevator story?
Okay, so my business is about allowing young girls to see pictures or characters that look like them and express themselves more than beyond just having kinky or dark skin hair. I know sometimes some girls might feel like they can we start over? I'm sorry, I'm just nervous right now. I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
Okay, so you want to keep going? You want to start over? We can do that. Awesome. So here's what. While we're going to do that, what I was going to ask after we got through that question, I was going to say, why don't you introduce your mom? Tell us how your mom's included.
Okay.
So that question's going to jump in there. All right, ready?
Okay.
You're doing great.
Okay. I don't get interviewed a lot, so this is kind of like I'm still just trying to build up my confidence.
Her interviews have been online and typing, so face-to-face doing this.
It's all good. No worries at all. You are doing spectacular. We used to do our podcast as us talking for an hour, having guests every now and then. And our clients had the exact same challenge. And that's why we started doing it this way, so we could give them all practice getting on podcasts. And this is more fun for us than doing our show as an hour-long thing. So.
And most of your audience, our collective audience these days, they want to see more and more videos. So yeah. This is our way of helping our clients, and now you be able to practice doing that.
So are we all ready?
Yeah. Okay.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We're just having a conversation. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Kiss for luck. Mwah.
Oh.
Do you want to know why I just did that?
Why?
Because when I go back through the recording and trim off the beginning, I just go straight to the kiss, and I know I'm really close to where I need to start again.
Oh. Okay.
That's a great tip. That's a great tip.
That and it's fun.
Sharon's blushing.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We're Sharon and Hank Yuloff from Yuloff Creative Marketing Solutions. When you're looking to solve your HR, sales, and marketing challenges, we're the small business coaches that you call.
On this Viewcast, you will meet and learn from successful entrepreneurs who are out there making it happen right now.
And you're going to love our guest today. I can't wait. Here's how it works. We have pre-sent our questions to all of our guests. So that we know what they're going to say, and they kind of know what we're going to ask. Makes it really easy. We can all focus on getting you the right information.
And here's the kicker. The interview itself will be just 7 minutes, 21 seconds long.
Why 7:21?
That's our wedding anniversary.
Yes, it is. So why don't we get started? I want to introduce our guest and let's move on.
Our guest today is Taaj Marjanee of YummeBrand and her mom, Sheila.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
I just hear the name. I go, yummy, yummy. Sorry.
No sorries needed.
Just me.
All right, Taaj. Keeping in mind that we only have a 3-story building, what is your elevator story?
Okay, my elevator story is that I create young black characters that look like me. Girls that have full lips, deep brown eyes, wide nose, and kinky hair. I remember growing up and when I was young, I didn't see a lot of colored girls or girls that looked like African American girls in coloring books, and I thought it would be able to come up with coloring books that looked like me.
So how is, now you and your mom are together. We noticed these things because we're a duo as well. Sheila, how did it work with you two together? What's your partnership all about?
I'm more of the idea person. I ignite her creativity. When she actually started drawing, she was just doodling around, drew an image of her face as a brown chocolate girl, and then she drew an ice cream cone underneath. And she said to me, "Mommy, doesn't that look yummy?" And I looked and I was like, oh my God, what a cool combination, a face with ice cream. Gosh, do some more. Give me some watermelon, give me some cotton candy, give me some faces with bubble gum. Yeah. And that's how she just kept drawing and drawing and drawing, and the hairstyles were unique. The candy went from gummy worms to chocolate milkshakes to cupcakes and to banana splits, yeah. And she had 20 characters. And I said, wow. So she said, Mom, what am I going to do with this? I said, coloring book.
That's awesome.
Huh, duh, coloring book. You mean the coloring book or duh?
Duh.
And it didn't hit her because millennials don't think about paper and crayons. They think about electronic stuff, tablets and apps. So I said, well, in my day, coloring books were the thing to help the time go by for little girls.
So, Sheila, when you were little, your parents didn't hand you one of these?
Heck no.
No, they handed you and I the Fisher-Price thing, the plastic thing with the big plastic button.
The little face, yes.
Yeah. That was as close as we got to a phone.
Yes, it was. And I carried that little thing that had a long string attached where I could wheel it around like a little puppy.
Yeah, but millennials will never understand how fun it is to hang up on somebody. Because if they do that, it breaks the screen.
And it hurts your fingers.
Yeah.
You're right. So I'm her idea starter.
Awesome. You're her muse.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, so Taaj, why should our listeners flock to you?
Your listeners should flock to us because we're unique. There's not too many companies out there that create coloring books that you actually put a book down and color with. So I think it's good to bring some nostalgic back to life, especially for, I guess, our older generation. They know all about coloring and coloring books. Like my mom would tell me when she was a little girl, her mom would buy her these big, gigantic coloring books and a big box of crayons. And so I think it's good to go ahead and bring that back so the older generation can bring the newer generation into something that they remember when they were young.
It also is a lesson, teaching boundaries. When we were growing up, coloring had a psychological effect on us. We had to make sure we stay within the lines. And it was a lesson that I remember my art teacher telling me, you practice staying in the lines when you're coloring. You'll stay in the lines in life. You won't step out of bounds too often. You'll feel uncomfortable. And coloring helps people or helps little girls to understand not just how far you should go, but it gives them the opportunity to be creative. And not everybody needs to have blonde hair or red hair or brown or black hair. They can have purple hair with gummy worms.
And be creative.
Excellent. All right. So you kind of sort of answered the next question, but I'm going to throw it out just in case you have something else to add. What tips could you give to our listeners?
Don't doubt yourself. I know with me being an entrepreneur, I have those moments and those days where I feel like I can't get nothing done or this is never going to get off the ground. But I always have to continue to tell myself that I have to keep pushing forward because if I don't move, my business So, got to keep moving.
Excellent. What's an amusing job title for you, Taaj?
I am the chief imaginer. Thanks to my mom, she helps me get my ideas kick-started and whatnot. But after I start thinking of stuff that when she and I are talking with each other, ideas start to pop up in my head. So,
Taaj just released her first picture book. It's called Baby Gummy Has the Blues, Baby Gummy Can't Find Her Shoes. And in the story, of course, Baby Gummy is a little black girl with an afro with gummy worms in her hair who has a pet cat named Lulu. And I was like, well, Lulu should be a regular color. So Lulu's a blue cat.
Blue cat with purple
paws. And it's a intro to Baby Gummy's world. The next books are going to be all fantasy, all imaginative. Sort of like, remember when Dr. Seuss created his characters and the environment was really weird and far out? Yeah. Well, her environments will be all centered around candy. All around candy. And sushi and ice cream.
At our Small Business Breakthrough Boot Camps, Sharon quite also often, oh my God, I'm out of words and it's Monday. She'll read one of the Dr. Seuss books.
Awesome.
It's just to get people in the mood.
Yeah, they're excellent. They are excellent. We got some for my grandsons. I encouraged Taaj to get some for her baby when she was pregnant. So she bought like 6 of them already.
Wait, 6 books or 6 kids?
Books.
Oh, okay. I was just want to make sure we got the numbers.
No. Hey, 6 grandkids. I'd have wine at this thing right now.
For sure. Hey, Taaj, what are the most common questions that people ask you about your business?
Where can I buy the book? Do you have anything different other than coloring books? And have you created a boy coloring book yet? Those are the most common questions I've received.
All right. How do you answer those questions? Where can they buy the book?
They can visit our website, www.YummeBrand.com, and you spell Yumme, Y-U-M-M-E-Y.
It'll be in the show notes.
Yep.
No worries.
And if you're watching the video, all you have to do is click on the link next to the name, and it'll be right there to bring you right to the website.
Hey, Taaj, what was the most unexpected thing that you've encountered in your business?
Let's see. Okay, I remember when I first started my company, we were just, I guess, giving our books out as gifts to our family members. So I have a cousin up north. She has 2 daughters. So she videotaped their reaction. And the oldest daughter, she was kind of happy to see the coloring books and noticed that it was black girls on the cover and thought it was really cool. But the younger one, when she looked at them, she started crying. So her mom said, "Why are you crying?" She said, "They're so beautiful." And that really touched me because I was like, oh my God.
It was a shock.
It was
the mother thought
shocking.
Something was wrong. And she thought something was. She said, "What's the matter? Tell me, Alana, what's wrong?" And she really was sad. It was a sad face until she said, "They look like me. You're so beautiful." And it touched us. And I said, "Taaj, you got something." Because in as much as we might see a sprinkle of a black character in a cartoon or an animated movie, the entire cast is rare. So to put it in a coloring book is the intro to what her imagination can create.
Yeah, I have a marketing idea for you. I think you should ask the people that buy the book, you should figure out how they can upload their drawings of your coloring book so that you can have pages of that on the website.
Okay, we've done that.
Cool.
Yeah, when we launched the book, it was a test on Facebook, and it was 2016. Ooh, that was 17. Okay, 2017. Yeah, it was after I started. Okay, 2017, and it went crazy. So we have a lot of old photos from 2017.
And that's why it was a good marketing idea.
All around. It's a perfect idea. One of her college classmates, or high school, college, she actually, she's in her 20s. She brought the book for herself. She did a promotional video on Facebook for Taaj and tagged it. She said, "If y'all don't get this book, oh my gosh."
And we were not expecting it.
We weren't expecting it. So we had them up on our Facebook page for a while. and we decided to pull them down because we revamped the website. We're getting a new, fresh look. So we're going to put them back as a movie, as a slide, so people can see. There were moms and daughters putting up their competitions. There were grandparents. I got text messages from people saying, thank you for making my little girl feel like a little girl again because she hit puberty. So she's coming into her womanhood and she's confused. It was a grandfather that texted me. He said, I'm watching my little girl be a little girl again. So that inspired her. And we didn't know anything about business. I didn't come from an entrepreneurial family. So we were like, okay, let's pause and see what we have. And let's regroup and do things the right way. Let's get a PIN number. Let's get a bank account.
Let's make ourselves legal.
Yeah, let's get a corporation started.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, people are asking, do you have any more books? Do you have any more books? So yeah, we restocked. So all your listeners, please unstock us. Empty our shelves. My dining room is now her office.
We dare you all to unstock them.
Yes.
And if you mention Yuloff, let us know. We'll give you a prize. Just give us.
Yes. Awesome.
So I know where this one's going to go. What's one of your favorite tools that you use all the time?
Photoshop.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. See, for me, it's CorelDRAW, but Photoshop, CorelDRAW, all of those graphics programs.
You know, Photoshop has so many ways of, I guess, just re-editing your photos and your pictures or whatever. I fell in love with it because at first I didn't know anything about the software. So I'm just like on a computer just trying to edit the pictures the best way I can. And then I came across Photoshop and I said, let me see how you work this. So the YouTube videos, they come in handy so much. So after I started watching the YouTube videos, I started to practice on Photoshop, and then my drawings became a whole lot better, cleaner, more neat. I fell in love. I said, okay, that's it. I don't need nothing else but Photoshop.
Yeah, there's this tool that vectorizes everything that I fell in love with.
Oh. I called him my boyfriend for a long time. I said, this is my boyfriend now.
Yeah, Photoshop was their date.
Well, I know it always does what you ask it to do, so it's better than a boyfriend. I get it. Whew. What's your favorite four-letter word that describes your business?
I would have to say love.
Aw.
All of my drawings that I created, it came from love. Like illustrating and drawing is something that I adored doing, and I've been doing it since I was a little girl. And you know, it became second nature to me. So that's the four-letter word I would use.
Yeah, I introduced her to drawing. We lost my husband 21 years ago, so part of her healing process was, she was the oldest of four, and I wanted her to find something on her own that she could do. So that's when VHS tapes were happening, and I had a little VCR in her room, and I bought this tape on how to draw. What kind of bird was it?
That's a good one.
It was a beautiful bird.
A pretty bird,
but the gentleman took his time, and I got her a pencil and a sketchbook, and I think she worked for days and days and days in between school and golf, and realized how my bird came out. And I said, Taaj, you can draw. So it was something that helped her, I guess, let the time go away, take her mind off of things. And before I knew it, she took classes in high school and took a class of art in college and came home with this crazy idea, and now here we are.
It's not so crazy.
Not so crazy, babe.
And she is in love with every single character. She's named them. In the coloring book, every character has a name.
Awesome.
We're going to end up going on because I'll ask this question. Did the names come first, or does the drawing come first, and then you sit with the picture and figure the character tells you their name?
I would say that the drawing comes first, and then the name. Because once I'm able to look at the drawing for probably about 10 seconds, the name pops in my head. So it's a no-brainer because it doesn't take long for me to name them.
Wow.
Do the coloring books have the name in them? Does the reader know the name?
Yes, the name is located underneath the actual drawing.
What about the business is making you two happiest?
Ooh. the potential of it.
Yes.
The potential of it.
Yes, that's what drives both of us, the potential of the company actually growing, outgrowing what we think it can be, because we know it can be so much more.
Yeah, we actually created an event pulled out from the first drop of the book back in 2017. I have a friend that's a librarian up in New Haven, Connecticut, and it's largely a minority community. And she called us up and she said, hey, I would love for you all to do a coloring book party or come introduce your coloring book, come talk to some girls in the neighborhood. So we thought, wow, that was cool. So we hung up, we thought about it, and thinking, what can we name it? What would we talk about? So her whole concept is about empowering little girls that don't feel beautiful, little girls that feel like they just aren't good enough, to empower them and to encourage them to use the brown and black crayon when coloring the face. You don't always have to do blonde hair and blue eyes. You can do brown hair, brown eyes, and color hair that looks like yours. So we named our event the Brown and Black Crayon Conversation.
Oh.
And it was very moving, very empowering. The library sponsored it. We had about 24 girls. The parents, only half the parents could fit into the room. So we had to like rotate parents in and out. And the parents were so impressed, they ended up buying extra books because it was something that libraries don't normally do. They normally have a reading, like story time.
It was unorthodox.
Yeah. So we actually got involved, and we had those juice boxes, and a local chef partnered up. She took half of the group and did some type of smoothies. They did smoothies, and she rotated. It was one big event. So word got out that we went to a library. We went to another library in Jurupa Valley, California. Huh. We went to a library there and had a brown and black crayon conversation. They sponsored us. There was a conversation here in Atlanta at a library. We also did, we went to Charlotte, North Carolina. There's an all-girls group, nonprofit. Woman got her up to Charlotte, picked up at the airport. Taaj had a brown and black crayon conversation with the girls in Charlotte. She went on tour. So we thought, wow, Taaj, we've got all of our little successes, and we're putting them together and taking your advice on how we can teach the website and do some simple marketing strategies, because we're swallowed up within it. So you guys have been like a breath of fresh air for us. And we also know that we can pace ourselves, because we don't want to go too fast and jump ahead, because we're thinking apps, we're thinking cartoons, we're thinking clothes, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So we got to nail down the basics. So she did another coloring book. Now she's on a picture book, but all of her books will involve coloring.
Yeah, the website is the hub.
Yeah.
You know, we'll talk about when we're not on here. What's the #1 fantasy lead you could get from this? Who would be watching this so would say, oh my gosh, get that woman on the phone?
Oh, fantasy lead. I think I would like to see it grow into something more of a like cartoon for younger kids.
That's a fantasy.
That's a fantasy.
That's
I can see that the whole 20 characters that I have become a learning tool for little kids. We'll talk about bullying. We'll talk about depression, because that isn't talked about too much, especially in the Black community. Our people go through depression, and it's looked upon as, oh, they're just having a mental issue or a mental breakdown. No, it's deeper than that. I would like to see my characters be in cartoons.
To help little girls at the youngest of ages understand and recognize as much as they can.
So if somebody's listening that wants to do a joint venture, what kind of business would jump out at you?
Well, someone who's definitely in film and animation, but I would think more of a business that would promote education. A business,
or one that could license your products your characters into products.
Yes, that would be that would be my fantasy. Yours was a cartoon. Mine was lifestyle products. since we're talking about children, I'm thinking about shower curtains, bedspreads,
hairbrushes, toothbrushes, everything.
Yeah,
it seems to work for that company based in Anaheim, with a mouse.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that company. So it helps, and the one with the cat with the little whiskers and the pink bow. Work for that cat too. So it could work for our African American community. And I was telling Todd, I said, you'd be surprised how many families are mixed with identity now. That they're different, they're multicultural families, and your characters could help give those families ideas on how to decorate the little girl's room or how to make her feel special as well.
So maybe somebody at Nickelodeon is watching.
Hopefully. Nickelodeon.
PBS.
Definitely PBS, yes. We grew up with PBS channel, yeah.
We grew up with PBS. I still watch the old Sesame Street versions, not the new ones yet.
You have a grandchild. Tell me you're not watching, you're not watching it now. Where's Elmo there all the time?
I have a baby, and he and I were watching the old Looney Tunes, the very first ones that came out in black and white.
Goodness.
Yeah, when Porky Pig was still very small and on stage, it was so cool to see her watch them.
There's adult messages in those cartoons too.
Trust me.
My father, rest his soul, his favorite character was Yosemite Sam.
Wow.
Was this close to Turkey.
Huh. Wow. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm just not gonna go there. So if someone wants to have a beginning conversation with you, what's the best way for them to connect with you? And what do you want to offer them? Go to the website and buy stuff. Yeah, let's
website and buy something for sure, but they can shoot us an email.
Yeah, they can definitely email us at YummeBrand@gmail.com. We have our website up, and we had a little trouble with Google Workspace, so we're working on it. So we have a Gmail. It's YummeBrand@gmail.com. It comes to her phone, comes to my phone, it comes to computers.
We're always checking emails.
Yeah, and I'm texting her saying, girl, check that email. There's something coming in. I'm busy right now.
So it's not going to be difficult to get in touch with you if they go to the website.
No.
And it's Yumme, YUMME, brand, singular.com.
Absolutely.
And it'll be in the show notes. They just have to click. It'll be easy.
Yes. Go get some coloring books. Takes the stress off, adults.
We do crayons as well. They come with the crayons.
That's the way it goes. So there we are. So way to go, ladies. Great job. So remember to connect. Get all your Yumme stuff, everybody. You can connect with us, too, at howtogettherefaster.com. We'd love to chat with you. And I guess we've gotten to the end of another episode.
We have. If you would like to be featured on an episode as well, then just let us know when you register at howtogettherefaster.com.
Yep. We will see you next time, everybody. Thanks, ladies. And This has been the Marketing Checklist Viewcast.